In 1974, one of drag racing's most creative showmen debuted one of the most revolutionary top-fuel dragsters ever built. TV Tommy Ivo, a former motion picture and television actor, was also an accomplished drag racer from Southern California and arrived at the 1974 NHRA Winter Nationals in Pomona, California with an outrageous streamlined dragster sponsored by Honest Charlie Speed Shop. At that season-opening event, Ivo was competing in a streamliner for the very first time and was not qualified for the 16-car field as he made his final qualifying attempt. Ivo picks up the story.
Let me tell you, that was the e-ticket ride of my life. The car was brand new, had 4 runs on it. That was the 4th run, and the thing ran upside down and backwards across the finish line at 240 miles an hour. And the only thing that made me mad about the whole deal is it scared me so bad I closed my eyes and missed the whole show.
Even more startling was that Ivo crossed the finish line backwards, upside down, and on fire in 6.05 seconds, which would have placed him in the number 5 qualifying position and would have allowed him to compete in eliminations had the car not been totaled. Ivo's dragster was repaired following the accident and was raced throughout the 1974 season. After changing hands a number of times over the years and undergoing a number of modifications by various owners, the Honest Charlie Streamliner was purchased in 2001 by 1989 NHRA Funny Car champion Bruce Larson.
I acquired it about 1996. I had just retired from driving Don Garlett's dragster after I retired from driving funny cars. And I was visiting a friend in New Jersey. He had an automotive shop, and he says, "I've got something out behind the shop you might be interested in." And it was sitting outdoors. He knew what it was. He didn't care too much about it, and he sold it to me. And I let it lay around here for a couple of years until I got to it, and then it took 2 years with help from a lot of friends here, and we restored it here in this shop.
Ivo's remarkable dragster is fitted with daring, fully enclosed front wheel fairings and a sharply angled nose piece, which were the subject of some controversy at the time.
Unfortunately, there were just about 14 sets of them made, I guess, by Kent Fuller in California, and some of the cars crashed. And I think, according to Tommy, they crashed for other reasons, but NHRA kind of put the numbers together and said no more front wheel fairings. It still makes a lot of sense to me to have them.
The Honest Charlie Top Fuel Dragster has received a fastidious restoration, which was performed over a 2-year period. Its engine, a 484 cubic inch blown and injected aluminum Keith Black Hemi, sits in the restored chrome moly chassis, mated to a period-correct Crower Glide 3-disc clutch. Ivo's legendary dragster has made appearances and won awards at hot rod reunions and vintage drag racing events across the country.
We've had a lot of fun with the car. We took it to California at the invitation of NHRA to put it in the museum, in the Wally Parks Museum, and it was there for a few months. We took it to Bakersfield, to Cackle Fest at Bakersfield. Took it to San Diego and got the AACA Senior Award for the race car class at San Diego with it there. So we've had a good time with the car. It's really a great car.
This truly one-of-a-kind Top Fuel dragster is a genuine piece of drag racing history. Tommy Ivo will be in attendance when this legendary dragster crosses the auction block at Dana Mecum's original Spring Classic, May 15th through the 20th at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, to meet fans, sign autographs, and sign copies of his new book, TV Tommy Ivo, Drag Racing's Master Showman, and will be accompanied by fellow drag racing legend Don the Snake Prudhomme, who wrote the foreword for Tommy's book and will be auctioning off his 1982 Pontiac Trans Am funny car, the Pepsi Challenger, another of drag racing's most significant automobiles. The Honest Charlie Streamlined Top Fuel Dragster was made popular by the man who sits number 25 on the NHRA's list of the 50 greatest drivers of all time, and one of the most memorable figures the sport has ever produced, TV Tommy Ivo.